Hey folks, I'm Pete and this is Pete's Eats Cooking Videos. Today I have a real treat for you. We're gonna make creme brulee. I bet you've been in a restaurant at some time and you had creme brulee and you go, wow, this is amazing. I wonder how they make it. It must be so difficult. It's easy peasy lemon squeezy. And I'm gonna show you how to do it right now. So let's begin. So here's what you're gonna need. You're gonna need milk, 5 eggs, cream, sugar, vanilla, and I like to put some orange cognac in there, just a bit. You can use orange blossom water if you want, or you can omit it completely. Now remember, all the ingredients and their quantities are always in the bottom bar below, so you just have to click on that and you'll see all of it, as well as a few instructions on how to make it. And the best thing about this recipe is you get to use those ramekins, the ones that are in the back cupboard. They've been there forever in your home. Pull them out, we're gonna use them, and it's gonna be delicious. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring these ingredients just to a boil. So a 1/4 cup of sugar, 2 cups of 35% whipping cream, 3/4 of a cup of milk. So there we go, so there's 3/4 of a cup of milk. We're gonna also add about a tablespoon of vanilla. And then we're gonna turn the heat on, a gentle heat, and we wanna just bring it to a boil. So I'm just gonna bring it up to a boil. So here's the other half. I've got 4 egg yolks and 1 whole egg. And so we're gonna have this mixture and the mixture that's heating up on the stove, and we just mix them together, and that's pretty well it. So there's my 4 egg yolks and my 1 whole egg, and I'm gonna add a 1/4 cup of sugar to that and whisk it up. We're going to pour the hot cream mixture into this. Okay, so the last step is to add the hot cream mixture to the eggs. And of course you want to do this really slowly because otherwise the eggs will curdle. So you have to introduce it just slowly at the beginning anyway. And make sure it doesn't curdle. And I'm going to just go for it now. And there we go. Now I'm just going to add just a dash of orange cognac to the mixture, just to give it a hint of orange flavor. There you go, not even probably ½ teaspoon. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just fill these ramekins, not right to the top, but actually there's sort of a line usually near the top. And that's probably pretty good, maybe a touch more. I'm going to do them all. Okay, so now the ramekins are in a tray that I'm going to bake them in. This recipe makes 8. And before I put them in the oven's going to be at 250 degrees, I have to put some warm water in around them, okay? And so I've just warmed up some water. You can take it out of the tap if you want, but I warmed up some water in a kettle. The only thing is don't splash them into the ramekins. Try really hard just to pour it gently in, or if you're using the faucet, the same thing. Okay? This is actually like a water bath, or in French it's called a bain-marie, and we just put it in the oven for an hour and a half, and then they'll set up and they'll be nice, okay? So let's put them in the oven and I'll see you after the oven. Okay, so these have been in the oven for an hour and a half at 250 degrees. They're in the water bath, you can see it steaming. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take them out of the water bath and I'm gonna put them in the fridge. I'm gonna leave them overnight to chill up and cool nicely. You can see that these have solidified nicely, firm to the touch. And then we're gonna finish them with sugar and it's gonna be amazing. Okay, I've let the custards now cool. I wanna make sure they're fully cooled, at least I would say 3 hours. The final step, isn't it? It's a really nice dramatic step, is we coat them with sugar. I would coat each one, make sure the entire top is coated. Probably about a teaspoon should do it, if you do it nice and neatly, not like me. And then, what we do now is we want to caramelize the sugar. So you can use these little mini kitchen torches, which I do have, but I don't like because it takes forever and they're really not very efficient, and I don't like them. But I like using the traditional torch that you can get in the hardware store, or if you want, you can just put the creme brulees under the broiler, right up close under the broiler, and that will also caramelize it. So here you go. I'm going to light up this torch. Just open it up. Torch is on, and now I'm just going to run the torch over the sugar. And I don't want it to start burning and flame the whole thing. I just want to turn it brown. You see that beautiful brown color? A little bit of darkness is okay. I'll move that a bit because it gives it a nice flavor too, that little bit of sort of burnt caramel taste. And if you call your guests into the kitchen and do this right in front of them, it's a pretty big wow factor, to tell you the truth. Just take a second for that to become hard, and you'll have like a skating rink sugar on top, which should break a lovely crust. Okay, so here we go. I've caramelized the top. It's hard. Let's see if it works. It's only been about 30 seconds. It doesn't take long. Oh, beautiful. There you go. You get that crack of sugar. It's going to be delicious. So enjoy.